These things are always true. Things are always working out for you, no matter how flawed your view of it is. And you can get to everything that you want. There is nothing that, if this time-space reality is inspired within you, that cannot come to full fruition. But we also want to put in that important acknowledgement. Did you get it? You can be or do or have anything that you desire. But sometimes you can't get there from there. Now, sounds like a contradiction, Abraham. You said, I can be or do or have anything, and then you said, I can't get there from where I am. And we want you to understand that what we mean is, you can't get there sometimes from the vibrational stance you're in. You got to get into a better mood. You've got to get into the receiving mode. You have to find a way of being receptive to what's in your vortex, because while your vortex, your inner being, source energy, and law of attraction are yielding to you constantly a path of least resistance, so that you can experience the deliciousness and the satisfaction of what you desire unfolding into the things of life, the experiences of life, the relationships of life, the monetary things of life, the piles of money of life. While all of that is potential for you, and while all of those pathways are being shined a light on by your inner being, if you're not in the receptive mode, you're going to claim that the path isn't there when it is. And we understand why you'd say that. Because if you're not in the vibrational frequency where you can receive it, you're not going to receive it. So, over time, we've wanted to help you to first accept that you are more than you see in these bodies, and next to understand that you are brilliant, beautiful creators, and that you came with the intention of creating for the purpose of satisfaction. We also want you to understand that this universe is vibrationally based, and so you have to accept yourself as a vibrational being, and you have to understand how it is that you offer vibration. You have to understand how vibrations turn to thoughts and how thoughts turn to things, which means you've got to understand what reception is. So when we say to you that you've done step one and you've filled your vortex full of enough things to keep you busy for 20 or 30 lifetimes, we're not kidding you even a little bit. In fact, we're so serious about this vibrational reality that we gave it a name. We call it this vortex, this spinning, summoning, collecting, and gathering up cooperative components for you. Wrote a whole book about it, a couple of books about it, so that you would accept its validity. And then we began saying to you, but you've got to get into the vortex. You've got to be a vibrational match to what's in there. And you've been patient with us over time. We hear you. Abraham, how can I get my money out of the vortex and into the bank? How can this vibrational reality that you all are so excited about, how can it become tangible for me? Because I'm a human being. I'm in physical form. I came into this leading edge. I want manifestations. I want manifestations. I want my creations to materialize so that I and others can enjoy them. And we say, that's what we've been talking to you about for a while. And it is certainly what we want to talk with you about today. We want you to understand how you must, if you want that, get into the receiving mode so that you can receive the thought, the impulse, so that your timing can be good, so that you can be in the right place at the right time. There is so much that is being presented to you. You see, your inner being knows where you stand in terms of your manifestations, and those manifestations in relationship to the manifestations that you want. Your inner being knows where you stand in relationship to all of that, and knows what your path of least resistance is to get there. And did you notice we said your path of least resistance? Because if you weren't putting resistance on your path, there would be no resistance, and you could ask and it would be given instantly. Not just given like it is, but given and received by you like it is. So the only hang up is you're asking, that's good. You can't stop it. And it's being given to you. That's happening. You can't stop that either. But you can block yourself from being in the receiving mode of recognizing that it is being given. And why you usually do that is because you're not satisfied. We love you so much. You're not satisfied with the early form in which it is given. You want the money in the bank. You don't just want a vibrational clue. You want your lover with you, living with you, enjoying life with you. You just don't want to be guided over here and over here and over here. But you've got to find a way of accepting that it is a process, and it's a process that's coming to you at the speed and at the clarity to which you have achieved the receiving mode. The only thing that's slowing it down is your unreadiness to be ready. And why are you unready to accept the vibrational reality? Because we love you so much, enamored with what you're seeing and hearing and smelling and tasting and touching. And we don't blame you. We think that's a good thing. But do you see the tightrope you're sort of walking here? You got to find a way to be satisfied with what is and eager for more. You got to find a way to be willing to let the gestation process of the seed in the ground happen. You've got to be willing to let what's ready for you become more and more ready, and you must hold yourself more frequently, more chronically, in an attitude of belief in your worthiness, in your ability, and in the universal laws of the universe to deliver to you anything and everything that you desire.